Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a little project share for you. I decided to create kind of like a rack for a friend of mine. I needed to create some projects with the dies I got from AliExpress, which is kind of going to be the last time I'm going to be doing this because I don't have the time, and I'm really sorry about that. But I did create some projects using those dies, and because of COVID, Halloween is pretty much going to be canceled this year, and I'm super upset about that because, as you guys know, Halloween is my absolute favorite. I usually fly out to a different place for Halloween, so this is going to be the first year in like 8 years that I'm going to be staying home. So to make up for that, I have jumped into Halloween crafting. That's all I'm going to be doing from this point forward until Halloween, and probably further. Could be to the end of the year, to be honest with you, because I really need to make up for my Halloween crave. So everything is going to be Halloween related. So for the first thing I created is a card. I always create a card for anything I send out just to say hello. So I went with a very traditional orange and black color scheme for this project. And for this one, I decided to use the Sherry Baldy digital stamp, and I colored her in using my Copic markers. She's kind of like that steampunk style, and I know she likes that. So that's why I decided to use her. She also has some bat wings, so it kind of fit the theme really well. I started with some just kind of white cardstock, and then have a black piece of paper that's, I guess, the mounting piece, and then on top of that I have some of this spiderweb paper, and then I just cut up a couple of pieces here just for a little bit more dimension. I have some pumpkins here that I cut out using a die I got from AliExpress. They come with these little spiders that I've covered with glossy accents. And then I have this word eek that I cut out of gold cardstock, also a die from AliExpress. And finally I have a corner spider web. I can't remember where I got that die. I have a lot of spider web dies, as you can imagine. But anyway, that's the card. Next, using the envelope die that I got from Alina Cuddle, I believe. It was part of the AliExpress haul, and I will link it down below if you're interested in checking that out. And I decided to create this Halloween envelope. And in that haul video, also, this is one of those projects I created using those AliExpress dies that I hauled. So here is the female skeleton, or kind of cameo or portrait, I don't know, silhouette, I guess. And then there's the Ferris wheel and the carousel, also the flower, all using the dies that I hauled in that video. And again, I went with a very traditional orange and black, and then I popped in some gold as well. Used a paper flower that I also hauled from AliExpress. It's kind of like that wine burgundy color. Bow is also from AliExpress. Underneath it all, I used the Michaels paper pad from either 2 years ago or last year. No, not last year. 2 or 3 years ago. I can't remember. And then I just layered on some black polka dot tulle. And then here's the back, or the front. I don't know how you think this. And then I finished it with some Velcro. And then inside here, I just have a bunch of the Sherry Baldy stamps that I've colored for her, because this rack is kind of to make her life easier, because she's mentioned in her videos that she loves, stamps, and she loves the look of paper piece dies and things like that, but she is not a fan of doing them herself, so I thought I would do it for her. So next project I have is this box that I created using the dies I had hauled in that same video. And this, I think it's supposed to be a book page. Like it's supposed to make a mini book or something, but I decided to make a box out of it instead, as you can see. So I just created a box inside, and I decorated it using the mermaid dies I also hauled in that video, and the paper I used is also a Michaels paper pad. And then I just used some of that Dollar Tree tool that has a spider web. I love this tool. I hope they bring it back this year, because they usually have it every year, but I haven't seen it yet. So, and then I just have this frame I cut out using a die I had in my stash, some sequins, and another bow I got from AliExpress. This is I fussy cut out this Happy Haunting from the collection, not this collection, the other collection, and I just hand stitched it around. The mermaid, I gave her a orange and black polka dot tail, and I have her holding some sequin pumpkins. And then I did the same thing on the other side, but with a different mermaid. Very similar. I use the same layering pieces, I use the same sequins. I have another saying that Hocus Pocus that I fussy cut out and stitched around the side. Gave her the same tail and have her holding a sequin pumpkin as well. And this will be holding some rosettes that I created for her that she can use for her projects. And the biggest project I have is this binder mail. I really wanted to try my hand at creating some binder mail, and I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to do so. So for the binder itself, it's an orange binder that I hauled from the Dollar Tree. It is, I believe, 7 inches by 9 inches, so it's a mini binder. And for the paper, I decided to use the same paper on all 3 sides. And it comes from Michaels, I believe from 2 years ago. I didn't do anything on the back. For the spine, I did use the same paper, but I covered it with this black rose trim I got from Hobby Lobby. And then I created a bow using some ribbon that I got from Dollar Tree. The gold foam rose comes from AliExpress. And from that, I have a tassel hanging. And this is my very first tassel I have ever made. And I created it using some of that fluffy black yarn I got from the Dollar Tree. And I just have a jack-o'-lantern charm and some beads as well. And I love the way that it turned out. I love the way everything turned out in this book, so I cannot wait to show you. And I'm so sorry, she's right here. So for the front, I used the same paper, and then I stitched it around the side. And I've seen people use that kind of wonky stitching setting on their sewing machine, and I absolutely love the way that looks. But as you guys know, I don't know how to use my sewing machine. So I did this by hand, and I just purposely made it wonky, and I love it. It turned out so cute. So then I layered on some more of that tulle. Here I have a kind of a skull banner using a die I got. I think it was from Wish actually, or maybe June. One of the other ones. And then down here, I have the collection by Karen Fila called Witches Please. I've used those girls multiple times in my projects. I absolutely love them. But the girl that's colored that comes to the collection has purple hair and like a black dress, and it didn't fit my color scheme too well. So I did buy the doodles as well, which is essentially the same thing, but they're just black and white images. So I decided to color her in using my computer because I didn't feel like coloring her with my Copics. So I used my computer instead to color her in, and I think she turned out really cute. I used some stickles for her eyelashes and her dress, and then I have some Nuvo drops for her lips. And then I used one of the witch hats you get from the Dollar Tree. I hope they bring those back as well because I am out. And then I have this little embellishment of a jack-o'-lantern I got from AliExpress, and that's on an orange bow that I also got from AliExpress. The collection also comes with these skulls, and yes, I know it's a little macabre, but I have a pile of bones, a pile of skulls in front of her. I don't know why, I just thought that was really cool. And then I have a tinsel spider I got from AliExpress. And then I have these black resin stickers, or black resin bat stickers I got from my friend Stacy, who's Stacy's Stash here on YouTube. These stickers only come to the Dollaramas in Quebec. In fact, I think it might even just be the city of Montreal. So I have never been able to find them here in BC. So when she hauled them, I asked her if she'd be willing to pick me up some and send them over my way. And we did kind of a swap for them, and I absolutely love them. So thank you so much, Stacy, again. I really, really, really adore these stickers. And then finally, I have some orange lace that I got from AliExpress that I'm using to hold everything together because the binder is quite chunky. So let me open it up and show you what I did. So here, the binder comes with a clear pocket here, so I decided to create a bag topper out of a doily. Again, a new project for me, something I haven't created before. And this is created using one of the confetti pieces from Walmart because I have a ton of those. I just have another doily on top of the gold doily, and then I have some black trim. This is a new die that I got from AliExpress. It says Spooky, and it's one of those layered dies. Some ghosts also from a die from AliExpress. The bow also from AliExpress. And then I have some leaf trim I got from Dollarama. And then I put on a witch's hat on the jack-o'-lantern, and this was created using the wooden ornaments you get from Dollar Tree. Just kind of copied the shape. I had a wood spider that I covered in black Nouveau drops, and then I hung a black silver, not black silver, a silver bat charm using an orange eyelet. So I love that. And then here I cut out this piece of paper a little too short, so it was actually kind of, it didn't fit the page perfectly, so I just used some more of that black trim that I used on the bag topper, so it kind of fits it a little bit better. And here I just have some die cuts that I'm including for her, and they are all skull related because she loves skulls. So I just cut out a bunch for her. There's that banner that I used. For the top, I decided to use some more of the Michaels paper, and this is also cut out from that collection. This I think is a Tim Holtz sticker I got from Tuesday Morning. Here's some more of that leaf trim. There's that fluffy black yarn that I used to make the tassel, and then here are some more of those resin stickers that Stacy sent me. So some of these embellishments are basically paper pieced dies because, like I said, she doesn't like to paper piece. I absolutely love to paper piece, so I was happy to make these for her. So I have a couple of these mummy girls and these kind of spider Halloween girls, and I just made 2 of each. For the pages, I didn't laminate them. I thought that it would be kind of neat if I can send her these pages and she can actually reuse the paper inside if she wanted to. So instead, I decided to use some of those resealable bags that I get from Daiso so that she can just pull out the papers once she's done with the book. Oh, and I included a number of different black trims on the side of the pages here. Here I have a Grim Reaper set that I paper pieced together for her. I love this set. It's so cute. You get different faces and different positions. Absolutely adorable. So these are all just on little foam dots, and she can just easily pull them off to use on her projects. And then here I just have some pumpkin embellishments. I love the use of flowers on pumpkins, and I just included some little pom-pom spiders in the corner here. I also used a number of different washi on the side as well. And then this trim here comes from Dollarama. Next, I made her some shakers. And this is a die that I used from AliExpress. I think it's KS Craft. Because I think what it is it's a candy jar. So I used some more of that Dollar Tree tulle. The paper I use also comes from the Michaels paper pad. This is also cut out from that collection. And then I just edged it with some gold pen and this kind of drippy mounting piece is also a die I got from AliExpress. So I made 4 of the shakers, and then I also made these crepe paper rosettes that are kind of layered with this mesh that I got from, of course, AliExpress. And I made 2 of the black ones, and then I made this one here, which is really interesting because it's actually the back. And I love the back more than I love the front, go figure. But this was initially what I was creating. So as you can see, the crepe paper is on the front, but the back was much nicer, so I decided to go with that instead. So she can use that in her projects. And then this trim is from Joann. Next, I made some picture frames. So these are really fun because these will actually stand, because I created the stand for them, and I decided to create this kind of silhouette of the female skull. The frame is a die from AliExpress. So is the silhouette actually. Here's another one of those resin stickers that Stacy sent me. These are the purple bats. I absolutely love them. Here's that spooky word again, and I just cut out a couple of them for her here. Here I was inspired by someone's Pinterest that I saw who made these memory decks cards out of the witch hats, and I thought they'd be really cute as embellishments. And so if I find that, I will link that down below. And I just used spider webs and some flowers, some leaf trim, and some ghosts. I did hand stitch it around the hat as well. And I love the way those turned out. Next, I have some bows because she's a huge fan of bows. This is a spider web bow, as you can see. And this is also a die I got from AliExpress. On this side, I just included some of the wooden hats that I used on the front, and then cut out a couple or a few of these cauldrons using a Tonic Studios die I got from Tuesday Morning. And then here I made some haunted hot cocoa, I guess. I distressed the foamy parts with some black ink and then used the Michaels collection. I fussy cut out these frames that are also part of that collection and cut a straw in half and included that there. So here, I am so sorry, she's right here. I'm trying not to hit her. I made another bag topper using another Walmart confetti piece. This time I have the ghosty in front of this beautiful haunted house. I love this house. Also die from AliExpress. And then I have this boo die from AliExpress. This time I used a silver doily and then I just layered on a white doily on top of that. I used some of this orange mesh I got from Dollarama, some more of that gold leaf trim. This is a bow using some ribbon I got from Michaels, and there's another one of those resin bats. I love them so much. And here are the resin pumpkins as well. And then I have a lollipop. It was a charm. I took off the loop and it was initially white. I used some Nuvo drops to make it orange and then used a Sharpie just to color in the swirl. So it looks like it's holding an orange and black lollipop. And this just holds some store-bought goodies that I am including for her. And finally, for the topper, I just used one of those bows that I'm gifting her. Some more of that black I can't talk today. Some more of that orange mesh that I got from Dollarama, and then just included some sequins. So that was my binder mail and the project share that I wanted to show you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and until my next video, as always, please stay safe, please stay healthy, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.